Hello rail fans and welcome to StarBright Productions on YouTube. Hi, I'm Megan Galiogo, your rail fan video host. Today we have a special documentary video for you. We will follow a Ukrainian citizen who was caught up in a war in her home country after the Russian army invaded Ukraine. Our friend Tanya will show us how she took an old Soviet train during her escape to Poland. Tanya has given us a special permission to use her video in order for us all to understand the hardship she experienced as a result of this unfortunate war. Let's all join Tanya now and listen to her story. Are you all ready? So here we go, guys.
Hello, StarBright fans from all over the world. Imagine waking up to the sound of explosions, the ground shaking beneath you, and the sky painted in hues of smoke and fire. This is the reality for thousands of people in Kharkiv, Ukraine. As the conflict escalates, families are forced to leave everything behind and embark on heart-wrenching journeys in search of safety. But for many, the only way out is by train. These trains, packed to the brim, carry not just people, but stories of hope, despair, and resilience. I want to share some of these stories with you. Meet Olena, a mother of two. Her husband stayed behind to fight, and she now carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. As she boards the train, clutching her children's hands, her eyes tell a story of unimaginable strength. Then there's Andriy, a young man with dreams of becoming a doctor. His studies were interrupted by the war, but he's determined to continue his education no matter where this train takes him. His spirit remains unbroken, a beacon of hope for those around him. And let's not forget Yulia, an elderly woman who has lived through more than one conflict in her lifetime. She sits quietly, her face a canvas of wisdom and sorrow. Her presence is a reminder of the enduring human spirit, even in the darkest of times. These trains are more than just a means of escape. They are lifelines carrying the hopes and dreams of Kharkiv's people to safer shores. Every ticket punched, every mile traveled is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's easy to get lost in the statistics of war, but these individual stories bring a human face to the suffering, the courage and the unwavering determination to survive. As human rights advocates, it's our duty to amplify these voices, to ensure that the world doesn't look away, because every person on these trains deserves to be seen, heard and supported. So, the next time you hear about Kharkiv, remember Olena, Andriy, Yulia and now our new friend Tanya. Remember their journeys, their struggles, and their unyielding hope. Let's stand together in solidarity, StarBright fans, as we now see one woman's hope of freedom and survival are put to the test. Next, Tanya will tell you her own story.
I hope everything will go smoothly and fast. Well, hello friends! I'm here in Kharkiv, Ukraine, at the main railway station. And this is really about as far to the Russian border as you can get in northeast Ukraine. I'm gonna be taking a sleeper train to cross Ukraine and get to Poland. And I would like to show you how people from this region can escape the war zone. So join me for this overnight adventure on a Soviet train. Today's journey is going to take us 1200 kilometers and 22 hours, and I'll try to show you as many details about real Ukraine as possible, things you wouldn't typically see on TV. I'm just outside Kharkiv main station, and what I'm seeing are soldiers, and soldiers everywhere, young guys. It's heartbreaking. The draft is in full swing in Ukraine, and the country is hoping to call up 500,000 people this time. It's absolutely crazy. But turning our focus to a little bit more positive things, let me show you this beautiful station inside. In the main hall we have this huge boiler that we call samovar here. It's used to heat and boil water for a cup of tea and is a symbol of hospitality in our culture. Kharkiv station is a crucial transportation hub. In the past, when Ukraine and Russia were friends, the station had trains to cities all over Russia, from Moscow to Vladivostok. Traveling from Kharkiv to Vladivostok took 7 days. And since the very first day of the war, the station has been a lifeline, moving hundreds of thousands to the west of the country, where the conflict was in a less intense phase. It feels so much better lately. Today it's not crowded at all, and there are enough trains to keep moving people who want to flee the country. My train is already waiting on the platform for boarding, so let's get on board and find my bed for tonight. I booked a first-class carriage, so welcome to the first class. You get a lovely bed to spend the night, a nice neighbor in your compartment, cozy reading light, smart panel with a socket, on-board library, access to clean water. Everything for $75, and you can also ask your carriage attendant to make you a cup of tea or buy some snacks and really clean water in her compartment, paying by cash. And the star of the show. It's 10 p.m. and we made a 1-hour stop in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. I've been on the train for about 8 hours and thought I'd take a little walk around the station for a change of scenery. And I felt a bit uneasy seeing even more people in military uniforms and carrying arms here in the capital. The whole vibe was tense, so in just a few minutes I headed back to the train. I ran into soldiers like this guy on trains a few times. They were released from duty after blast injuries, dealing with mental stuff and making quite a ruckus wherever they go. The army life can mess you up. Most soldiers end up hitting the bottle really hard, and that's a big issue here in Ukraine now. You never know who you will share your compartment with on sleeper trains in Ukraine. Maybe a soldier or a lovely babushka like myself today. The whole compartment setup raises concerns about privacy and safety, and Ukraine Railways are thinking about adding women's compartments. On this train they are all mixed, but I have no complaints. Surprisingly, these days, the whole railway system is showing incredible reliability in moving people out of Ukraine. That's just about everything until morning. We're sticking to the schedule for now, and I haven't heard sirens the whole day, everything's calm, so I decided to go to bed around 11 p.m. with the train making its way west. As I woke up, we were already pulling out of Lviv, the major city in the west, and the journey to the final stop had just 100 kilometers left. I had a pretty decent night's sleep and began preparing myself for the best part. border crossing. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and we are about to cross the border with Poland. And that's where they will do the passport check. So here is the crucial detail. Men aged 18 to 60 are outright forbidden from leaving the country. And if there is a single male passenger on board who wants legally or, God forbid, illegally to cross the border, we are in hot water.
Крім речей особистих, що зв'язати з собою, декларування. Ні. Свідчення, будь ласка.
Що?
Свідчення.
Ой.
Добре.
Мне тоже встать, да?
Так, тепер вашу сторону.
Да, давайте, сейчас, секундочку, я приподнимусь. Там рюкзачок и... Сейчас.
I almost made it to Poland. It took us 3 hours at the Ukrainian border.
Вихід інших пасажирів, приготуйтесь, будь ласка, до виходу завчасно. Дякую, що скористалися послугами залізниці. Всього вам найкращого, гарного відпочинку. Вертайтесь до нас ще, ми завжди вам будемо раді. До побачення на сьогодні вам кажемо. Всього найкращого.
Дякуємо вам вже. Давай, я подам, давай.
We arrived at our final stop in the city of Przemysl, a small border town in Poland. Now I'll undergo the last passport check on the Polish side, right here at the station. Friends, I made it safe and sound to Poland. Everything went relatively smoothly. My Ukrainian train was 20 minutes late, but it was okay. So I'm in Poland. Thanks for watching this video and bye for now.
Ukraine says Russia launched its biggest air assault since the war began, killing at least 18 people. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky saying that Russia used nearly every type of weapon, cruise missiles, drones, strategic bombers. The attacks hit the east, the west, Kyiv, and targeted civilian infrastructure, including apartment buildings and a maternity hospital.
Hey StarBright fans everywhere, today I want to talk about something incredibly important. The role of the United States and its allies in Ukraine's fight against Russia. This isn't just a war on the ground, it's a battle for the values that define our global community: freedom, democracy, and sovereignty. First off, let's get real about the situation. Ukraine is standing up to a superpower, defending its right to exist as an independent nation. The resolve of Ukrainian people is awe-inspiring, but they can't do it alone. The support from the US and allies isn't just about sending weapons or financial aid, it's about standing up for the principle that no country should be allowed to bully another into submission. Now let's consider the bigger picture. If the world turns a blind eye, it sets a dangerous precedent. It tells aggressors everywhere that they can trample over borders and rights without consequence. By supporting Ukraine, the US and its allies are sending a clear message: aggression will not be tolerated. But there's more. Helping Ukraine also fortifies the international order. It strengthens alliances, ensures regional stability, and promotes peace. When countries come together to uphold international law, they create a safer, more predictable world for everyone. And let's talk about the human side. Millions of Ukrainians have been displaced, families torn apart, lives lost. This is a humanitarian crisis that demands our compassion and action. By providing aid, we are not just supporting a nation, but also showing solidarity with millions of people whose lives have been turned upside down. You might wonder, why should this matter to someone thousands of miles away? Because in our interconnected world, what happens in one part affects us all. Supporting Ukraine isn't just about geopolitics, it's about affirming the values of humanity, dignity, and peace. So let's not stay silent. Let's urge our leaders to take bold steps to provide the support Ukraine needs. Because when we stand with them, we stand for a world where justice prevails and where nations can live free from fear. Thanks for watching StarBright fans, and remember, every voice counts.
Thank you so much everyone for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, comment and subscribe to our channel. Once again, this is Megan Goyogo with StarBright Productions. Bye bye for now. Mwah.